Good morning. It's President's Day, 2008. It's kind of a gray and cloudy day here in New York. It's a Monday off, and I just can't wait to go back to work tomorrow. Read sarcasm here. Okay, well, yesterday we went to see Sunday in the Park with George. Revival at Studio 54. And I'll give you the good stuff first, and then I'll put in my caveats and why I have them. I was very moved by a lot of this production. A lot of it is inherent with the music, which I think is one of Sondheim's most beautiful scores, and a couple of those songs, like Sunday, just make me like weep when I hear them. It's a beautiful, moving story about an artist and a woman he loves but cannot love. And I saw the original with Mandy Patinkin and Bernadette Peters 5 or 6 times. I saw Mandy and Bernadette 4 or 5 times. I lost track. And then I saw Harry Groener and Plunkett, Marianne Plunkett, do Dot and George. And I love the original a lot. So I love this production, and I love mostly the set, which is a graphic CGI type animated and projected graphics of some sort, magically. And it really does create the art on a blank canvas. So I really liked it. Thought it was stunning. Usually I don't like kind of a projection sort of thing, but it's getting so modern and technological that it's becoming this was part of the art in the play. I loved a lot of people in the cast. Alex Gemignani, Mary Beth Peil, Michael Comsey, a new guy named Santino Fontana, I believe. Although he didn't replace my memories of Robert Westenberg. First time I saw Robert Westenberg as the soldier, it was quite exciting. But he was quite good. Now, here's my caveat. The leads. I like Daniel Evans as George quite a bit. But Jenna Russell as Dot left me cold. I found her cold in it. And one of my problems is that Mandy Patinkin, who I'm not always fond of, was just perfect for George. I mean, talk about obsessed artists. So Mandy Patinkin and Bernadette Peters are burned in my memory through the CD and through seeing them so many times. And I would Bernadette in that first act as Dot just had this joy when she comes out of her dress and does her little follies, well, she just had like this joy and wanting to be released, and her love for George. And I found Jenna Russell kind of cold, and she used a Cockney accent, and I think that was to show she was of a lower class. It's an American musical. It's about French people. And it was decidedly a British slant, although there were a lot of American actors here. So her Cockney, to me, just stood out. I'm sorry. Now, for the good part of Jenna Russell, I thought her second act, where she plays Marie, the grandmother, and she used her southern accent, she was much better. I enjoyed the second act, and I thought she did Children in Art and Move On very well. But I just couldn't break through to her in the first act. Although when Sunday comes on, the finale of the first act where he's putting the painting together and that music swells and they start singing, blah, 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 there I was, melting in tears. So a lot of the acting and the core of the show got through to me. Daniel Evans also didn't wipe me out as Mandy did. And or Harry Groener, and he acted it very well, and he sang it pretty well. I don't know, there's just this core of that, those two leads. In my head, I kept hearing something else, and I couldn't go where they were taking me all the time. And yet the show took me. What can I say? In the first act when she sings, I love your eyes, George, ba 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 ba, I love your painting. It just kills me, because that's why one can fall in love with an artist for what they do. And that always kind of wipes me out too. Because I kind of live with a writer, and, I get the living with the artist thing, and his projects and stuff sometimes supersede other things we might want to plan and stuff, and I really kind of love Sunday in the Park with George. So all in all, I highly recommend it, and I know a lot of people aren't having the problems I am with the two leads. And it's a lovely revival, and musically it's cut down, the orchestra's cut down, and that was what I was worried about, but it didn't affect me at all. The music, once the music started playing, I didn't even hear the original orchestra. I just heard that, and it was quite full for me. So I highly recommend it, and I hope you like Jenna Russell and David Evans. I kind of wanted to see Raul Esparza do George. I think he had some intensity there. I don't know. I just found Jenna Russell kind of cool, and not having that little bit of heat that Bernadette brought to it. Okay, so that's Sunday in the Park with George. And I hope you go, and I hope you enjoy it, because it's really worthwhile.